one of our prayer partners available to sit with you and do affirmative prayer. And I got to tell you, as a religious science minister, there ain't nothing better. Today's prayer partners are Dick and Lee Peterson, and they'll be available in this, over here, in the Darwin's Den following the service. The kids program at Althea is back. Can I get a woohoo on that? Yeah. Ginny Castleberry is our kids program director, coordinator, yeah, yay, and has a room upstairs ready to go for the kids on Sundays. The goal is to return to a thriving space upstairs for Sunday kids programming and games, while the parents and grandparents can attend the Sunday service. As we are working to grow our membership, the process for becoming a member at Althea Center has been streamlined. If you are not ready to be a member and would like to show your and here first meal and take it over to Urban Peak and feed 65 of the kids living on the streets. So next week there'll be a sign-up sheet, and I know you'll all sign up for that because you love to get up really early, right? No. Okay, but for those of you who do, please come and join me. And then last but not least, there will be no lunch today. Coffee, yes. Community, yes, but no lunch. Have a great day, everyone. Thank you. I forgot the most important announcement. Oh my God, Reverend Christina.
Thank you, Reverend Jody. Good morning. February 12th, last year, I walked through these doors the first time I spoke here, and a voice said, "You are to apply." So I'm just saying I'm at my year anniversary of speaking here, so I'm very grateful. And it's the week of love. I like to say it's the year of love. But Valentine's Day, Super Bowl Sunday, welcome to you online to altheacenter.org, and you can follow us on Facebook and on YouTube. Althea sits upon a beautiful land in Denver. Colorado is very holy, as it once was underwater, and later as it rose through tectonic plates. The Arapaho, Cheyenne, and Ute Nation put their energy into their land. And then 4 amazing women, 1922, opened Althea Center. And we stand and believe in the oneness and awakening of all. We practice what we stand on, or as I like to say, practice what we preach. And we are diverse and recognize all the dichotomies that have happened and atrocities, past, present, and sometimes future.
And I made notes. I kind of followed the lead of Rick Hitzman, and I looked things up on Institute. And right next door to that, there's also a Castleberry High School in Texas. Strawberry capital of Arkansas is named Castleberry. They have students So most of us didn't know this. I'm sure that Jenny knew all of it. And now before I bring her up to stage, virgin and pure. So I kind of thought, well, let's see. She's not a maid. And go there. However, I know that she is pure in so many ways. She is pure joy. She is pure for Althea at every moment. Jenny has been on the board since before I got here. She helped lead us through many different eras and changes in our center, in our community. She is the queen of announcements. She has held a position on the board as and she also, this is another part I found too, that in also known as the pawpaw. Most of us, if you haven't lived in the South, don't know what a pawpaw is. It does not travel well, but it is pure pawpaw, and it's for lovers. So with that, oh, here it is. So Jenny, my dear, enjoy this.
Goodness,
Thank you so much.
Aw. Real quick, I'll say just one thing.
Shiny shoes
I have
today.
shiny shoes, and I wore my Althea shirt today, right? Which I mean, I probably wear this, I don't know, every 3 to the children's room today. Come down, that also known as Luis. So that was him. One quick story about my name. And they cut me off, and I go to class, and it's Castleberry, comma, virgin. Virgin Castleberry, which always makes you feel really comfortable and good. I think my parents like to see it on my report. Much, it's been nothing but an honor to serve. I'm going to try not to cry. This place saved my life. Hard times, and it literally saved my life. So I want it to stand for another 101 years, and that's why I'm here. Give back, it has given me tenfold. So thank you. I'm gonna hug you.
Good morning.
Good morning. I'm Barbara Vale, and I'm on the board, and I was on the board with Ginny until she retired. Serona Running Horse and I are the keepers of the altar, I would say, and we years ago with someone many of you may know, Sonia Chapman. And Native American traditions and rituals, ceremonies. And cloths that we have here on the altar, she sewed them. And she also spirituality, earth-based, and it's we honor the four for the north, air for the east, and water for the west. Then we put some rocks and a seashell, or I think this is called a trilobite or something. We have $1 million here as an incentive. And we also to come and put things here that you want a little extra blessing for when you had a few things on the table. We don't need any more on the upper part, but we call in the ancestors. We call in the ancestors of Althea, Nona Brooks, and her sisters Fanny and Alethea, and we call in the native tribes of this sacred land, the Cheyenne, the Ute, the Arapaho. We call in past pastors or ministers who have filled this place with their sacredness, and we call in the angel that overlights this building, and then then we use sage and bless the four directions and all the spaces. So it's just a little introduction to the altar, and if you have any questions, you can be sure to ask me. I'm happy to tell you more. And please come and bring your things here to add to our altar, and be sure to take them back. Thank you.
Thank you, Barbara, for your heart. And I also like to thank Jenny again. Jenny was one of the first people that I connected here with, and she is a powerful woman inside and out, and she is filled with joy, passion, and love. Althea is so blessed. I'm blessed to even get to know her more. Thank you. And now, our opening prayer for all of us here. Sit back, relax, to come into a sacred moment of time and contemplation and prayer. And those of you online listening now or even later, take a moment to take a deep breath. I know spirit, that divine light and energy, that same source and force that created Mother Earth, created this land, and created all of us. We are unified in love, truth, wisdom. bread of life, that divine alchemy. Name and all names, we are unified. I'm grateful every day to wake up and say yes to the universe. To law, no, it's done and complete, and so it is.
Please stand as you're able and join me in saying the Here we go. God is all. Perfect life, perfect love, and perfect substance. Life, perfect love, and perfect substance. Hold you in my heart. You are the face of family. Thank you.
Thank you, Louise. Thank you, Ricky. When you are here, he's a favorite bass musician. Nominee. That's amazing. Best Latin jazz. And he is also Best Jazz Soloist. In here. Gift of gab. That's to keep us on time. Time ago, I've watched her for lips, magnifies and resurrects her audiences. Seeking people to see the seriousness. Temple Hayes is a force. Elevated awareness to how to live for every following books: The Right to Be You, Sacred Stories, her transitional journey. Listeners on her podcast, The Intentional.
I don't follow an order of service. One of the most open-hearted, new thought. Less. In the spirit of the divine. Sacred warrior energy, a power of essence and being. We are aware that it does not have to define us. Landing in this space of all we bring forth the calling and the know in what we know and what we believe. Has the willingness to change. We bless the Board of Trustees, the practitioners, the teachers. The truth of the love vibe for the but it is a Thanksgiving. And so it is. First, I needed to advance as a practitioner, which My internship was to play a part. I'll help you with that. I'm leaving Florida. Treatment or pray for me. I said, okay, well that I rode one day and there's a big clearance sign. Steinway Grand. So then I wanted to make sure. Here's what happened. I went to the music hall. My aunt had sitting there, and during intermission, we have a problem. We have a 61 days of the year. Do you know? Her name is Barbara Marsh. True story. To our head because we can all tune in at home, but we come in with an energetic group, as a mother, as a father, or whatever. We and our mind. And when I say healer, how many of you know video? Those of you that are in the Silent Witness Protection Program. Often we've been kind of imprinted to think of something's wrong with us. Healing and evolution is to know that you've never been broken in the first place. Please, beloved Spirit, allow me to step in. If you do that again, you're going to pay a price. That's the shadow of the visionary is to avoid difficulty at any. Medicine for a healer is storytelling. Like, I can keep going. It's prayer. Prayer brings us ways that we want to take things on, but because our shadow of we look at manifestation, what we like to say is okay. We focus on the what. We do not a quote that says, "It's not that things are It's not that things, it's not that watch it online later. My word, it's not that things are different. To put COVID totally behind us. What are we daring now? The same reason, because this teaching is the reason I'm told me I wasn't going to heaven. I was a worthless sinner. She was sorry I wasn't going to be in the eternal gate. I was stood out, need I say, and that's another talk for another day. To unity in one of these empty chairs. And I sat there, and for the first time, you're a child of God. You're okay, kid. You're a beautiful spirit. I truly in that moment, because then I could tap into this foreign idea of because I think about the Temple Hayes and the Virginias, that they're waiting to sit there, but somebody has to direction. Our lives shift so much. How many of you have ever had a problem? That problem helped because of teachings like this. Absolutely. See, I don't understand it. Science and unity and science of mind. I don't understand why people aren't waiting down the highway to get in. What I feel is that New Thought keeps adjusting to the culture. Back in the day with Nona, with that some other time, but they were sacred warriors, and they would see what was going on. Consciousness, are you with me? They said, we're not dealing with this. Supposed to be, let the world just hit us. More millionaires were made. People how? They didn't shy away from it. They didn't go, I know there's a depression out there, and let's break. Let's take on ageism. It's a joke. We're supposed to. God, I don't know how I'm going to do it. What? We are told we are here to be prosperous, abundant, live life abundant. Puppy. Oh, I wanted a puppy so bad. And that was the conversation I puppy. And my parents know, talk to God, and I said, you know what I need? And a few days later, I said, well, God sent it to me. What are you going to do about it? And I still say that to people. And so the energy of manifestation is everywhere present. Years ago, he was talking to the people about when they grow children is to raise up. Raising means we tell them what we didn't like that our parents did. Raise up. Why? Because he said it's a useless word. Whatever that is. So when we look at integrating the how and the why. Story about 10 years ago, and there was a military woman in a veterans hospital that had been wrongly medicated. She was a good friend of mine in BB's. She established bipolar tendency. Blink her eyes. That was it. Last rites. I walk up to just giving me the message that she's on her way. What? This is not how you're going out. Are you with me? Said, let's get you out of here. We're going to invoke the vision of prayer right now. We're going to bring. She rides horses. She had to learn how to walk. She had to learn how to talk. I mean, this is what we create this freedom that Velcro's coming at you all the time. My wife and I were in Florida, and we had lived in California long enough that we weren't used to, 95. No medication, anything like that. But I just got tired of, and I don't know, there's like a gazillion choices. She says, well, I'll give you something, but I thought to myself, would want to articulate to you, this is how it is. Being duped. This is how they are controlling the energetic. younger in your being. I'm going to say it again. If you are older in your years, you are designed to be younger. You just let go of stuff more quick. We and focus on it. But ageism is pathetic. We are energetic. Believe God is energy. Then why do a lot of people that believe that not that? And we are all of that. And so I'm not like talking down to you or telling you that this is what carries me, of changing the culture. And letting them show us how it's done. Can you get behind that? And that is why it does feel difficult. Now, I was telling this woman the other day, she was saying, "Oh, I'm doing so great." I went on Google and I looked at, what happens to 82-year-olds. So here she is. Box. I am not fitting in a box. And I do not believe that our teaching wants us to be in a box. Just making sure I'm, you didn't know I'm 200, did you? Anyway, Kenny Rogers calls Lionel Richie one day, and he said, "Well, okay, but I'm going to do my greatest hits." And he said, "I really think it's going to sell about 4 or 5 million." So Lionel goes over and Kenny says, "Well, what do you think and what should we play?" And Lionel says, "Well," he said, "I did." "Well, how did it go?" And he said, "Well, it went like this. Lady, da 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 da." That's not even enough of a song for them to turn down. And Lionel laughed and they said, "Let's do it." It is one of the most memorable songs ever made. Toilet writing the words out. How did that happen? See, Lionel almost started explaining the how and the why. And that's what I'm inviting you today to do, to dissipate the space, to be mindful. My friend here that I met at the restroom, it's a great place to meet people. And, I was in and I came out and then he went in. Let me clarify. I feel I can go into pretty much any direction. But anyway, so he was saying to me, he said, "Where did you take your training?" And right now, I'm in training every day of my life, aren't you? It's a daily practice. I want to have a little fun today, so I want you to play along with me, if you will. Would you play along with me? Okay. All right. So I want P-O-T-S. P-O-T-S. Let's say it 3 times. Pots, pots, pots. Yes, pots, pots, pots. What do we do when we come to a traffic light? I'll bring that one back next time I come. I'm definitely getting an opportunity to integrate my manifestations right in front of you. Right? Wow, it's the energy, yes? I'm just feeling the vibration. Nona's going, woo. Anyway, I really want you to think about energy. I want you to think about it when you think about freedom, when you think about love, because energy is something the more you Thurman says, stop thinking about what the world needs. Think because once you know that, that's what the world needs, is more people being fully alive. It's a co-creation. They're talking about how much energy they're not going to have on Friday. Have you known anybody like that? You know, they'll talk about they project, you know, like I have energy rations. This is all I'm going to have, and if I deplete it, I'm shucks. Great that we are God's beloved. I don't know, Reverend Christina, if you knew Raymond Charles Barker. He would say, yesterday ended last night. It ended last night. So energetically, it's all about the moment. Yes? I'm going to close with a story of and they constantly acted out. They constantly acted out. And so the parents heard about a minister that was new. Let's bring him over to talk to these two boys. So the minister comes in and he says, well, one of you stay in your room and I'll just talk to one of And the little boy says, I don't know. Son, where is God? I don't know. The little brother said, what in the world's going on? He said, I don't know, but God's missing, and they think we had something to do with it. It's time that we step into this space of showing who we are. Yumbo, yumbo of what happens at a certain age, but say thank you for sharing and keep on moving. It's time. We've got this. And you've got this beautiful place. I even kind of took a tour to see if there were any bedrooms that we could move in with our dogs, but apparently
That is amazing. Amazing. Thank you. Thank you both. Thank you, Temple. And this is a time that there's great appreciation and the law of circulation. Because when we give, and not today, we usually have a barcode, but the barcode is on your little pamphlet, and feel free to give. And know it's a and for all those who continue to give, thank you, thank you, thank you. And together, Althea, we support many nonprofits. You can manifesting magnets all the time. What we think, what we say, what we feel manifests into law. Also, we do something different here at Althea. We do prayers for the people. If you have a prayer request for someone else, please come by. Or if you have a prayer of thanksgiving, if you want to celebrate something, share it with all of us, because then more .org, and you may meet with one of our practitioners afterwards for a deeper dive into affirmative prayer, where into law, as Temple said earlier. So any prayer requests we have today?
was done at the VA last Wednesday, and the second one, the upper GI, determined that I have a hiatal hernia, so they're giving me some pills for that, but
Yes, I would like prayers for my son. Own personal issues right now, His name is Titus, and I'd appreciate your prayers for him. People that are involved in wars, their livelihood, and yet they struggle to be. And I think
We were told we were going to have a little fun here. I think we should just, pray safety, health, and fun for all the players. Around a silly little game, but have a little fun doing it and be safe and healthy.
My name is Mark. I don't need two microphones. I have such gratitude for this community, for the individuals and some of my dear friends that have supported me, and particularly last year I surgery, but I'm doing well, and I really thank, and I can't mention all the names of those that prayed for me. I also want to just mention my and just a dear friend for me over the years, so thank you so much.
Anyone else?
I would just request a prayer for the migrants. For abundance consciousness. May they receive everything they need and more.
And so it is. I have a prayer request. And many of you all know I'm an intuitive. And I spear what for everything on the planet as the consciousness rises. And I got it again, chant the word love. The word love. When you see something on your phone or on TV, put your hands up and send love from your heart. And now our community song, lovely Daryl and Ricky.
Good morning. Please stand as you're able. Think of your fellow man, lend him a help. You see it's getting late, oh please don't hesitate. Put a little love in your heart. And the world will be a better place for you. See, another day goes by and still the children cry. Put a little love in your heart. hatred grow. Put a little love in your heart, and the world will be a place for you and me. You just wait. Good look around, and if you're looking down, put a little love in your heart. Put a little love in your heart, and the world will be a better place for you and me. We'll just wait and see. Put a little love in your heart. Put a little love in your heart. Thank you.
All righty. Something wonderful is happening to me right now.
Right now.
It is that thing called life. I put a little love in my heart. Feel it. I know it. And I am it. And so it is.